to go talk to you all about working the J months. So the J months, January, June, and July. Okay, so January is always slow because it's the after Christmas. Okay, but now I'm talking about the J months in the summer, June and July. It's summer break for families that have school-age children, but it's not summer break for most people. It's just the summer. It's not a break. So working the J months, July is my busiest month for me, but I also plan it that way. You got to plan. If you want your J months to be profitable for you, you need to plan and actually even work harder for that, because I'm upstairs right now in my garage setting up for my fairs. So for July, I do 2 large county fairs, which are 9 days long. And then I also do in between them, I'm doing a 3-day dog show. So for the whole month of July, I think I'm going to be home maybe 5 days. That's it. So to work that hard, like any business, you have to plan. So you need to plan. You need to have a schedule. You need to know how many fragrances you need. You need to know how many blends you need. You need to know what kind of accessories you've got to take. You need to know how to do your setup. You need to plan. You need to book your events months in advance. I book mine a year in advance, and all that. So what I do is I share constantly where I'm going to be. Okay, I share where I'm going to be, what my schedule's going to be. I tell all my customers where I'm going to be so they can find me, because a lot of my customers don't always shop online. They want to come see me in person because they want to smell the fragrances. So I always have the fragrance bar set up. I always have blends for them, or special blends. Like I know one lady, she wants a Cartner Farmhouse cider. So I have it always set aside for her with her name on it. So you have to know your customers to make it profitable. I also write out a thank you card, a personal card. I write a personal card to the people in the area. I save their addresses, and I write them, thank you. Thank you for your past support. Thank you for coming to see me. This is where I'm going to be at. Okay? I always do that. So this way people know where I'm going to be at. And then I also throw in my business card. So if they can't be there in person to see me, they at least have my QR code, so then they can go ahead and shop. And I say that. If you can't see me in person, scan the QR code and you can shop on my website that way. Or this way they can still find me. Okay? So I think writing out a card in advance and mail it to them is very personable, and ladies like that. Ladies like it when they get a card and they say, hey, I got your card. Thank you for reminding me. It's just a little reminder, thanking them, and a little reminder at the same time is what this is. Okay? It does take some time, so I've been already writing them out. I'm not going to mail them out until maybe June 1st, but I've got, I'm starting to write them out, and I got a pile, so it won't take me so long just to throw in some stamps and then drop them in the mail to my customers that are going to be in the area of where I'm going to be at. So this way they know I'm at the fair. They know I'm at the dog show. They know I'm at the other fair. So working your J months is planning and work, just like any other month. So sending out the notes do help. Let's see, what else do I do for planning the J months? It is, if you're on here, I can't see any comments if you're commenting, so I don't know. I have to go back and look. Let's see here. Also, when I write my note, tell me you have new fragrances. Stop by the booth, tell them what booth you're going to be at. I tell them what building I'm going to be in, where I'm going to be at, and say, hey, come by, say hi, get a hug, and let's smell the new fragrances, and let's get your favorite fragrances in your hands. Okay? I also tell them if they want to pre-order anything. So if you want that Cartner Farmhouse cider, text me ahead of time and I'll set it aside with your name on it. I know a lot of the 4-H families that I see at the 4-H fairs are busy with their 4-H activities and their kids' activities. So I have several families that will text me their order ahead of time. hey, I want a blend of this, I want a bag of this, I need this, da 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 da, and I will get it all prepared ahead of time, and I'll have it set in for them. So all they have to do is stop by, pay, and then go on their way, because I know they are all busy with their activities. So really working those J months is a lot of planning. It's just like working, I think, doing your lives on Facebook or the Tickety Talk. It's all planning. I mean, it's planning either way. So it's the same concept as working lives. It's planning. Same thing as working an event. It's planning. Make sure it's attractive, that people know where I'm at. Now, if there are new folks that have never heard of Pink Zebra, I always have business cards and I always have samples ready, okay? Business cards and samples is what you have. I have that all packaged up ahead of time. All I have to do is grab and give it to them so that I don't have to fiddle around with that. I mean, it's a lot of prep work to get ready, especially with everything so back to back. I'm already preparing my samples. I'm already preparing my goodie bags. I'm already preparing my bundle deals. I'm already preparing all that stuff now, because if you work these big events, you know that there's really hardly any downtime. If there is downtime, I'm filling up my sample bags or putting stickers on stuff. But there's very little downtime if I'm busy, especially because I'm by myself. So you need to prepare. Let's see what else I want to do. Oh, share where you're going to be, because they don't know. You can share it today, but they may not see it. So that's why I share constantly, because not everybody's on Facebook all the time. So you need to share where you're going to be, how often you're going to be there, what are your hours, stop by and see me. There's some specials. If I'm running a special of the day, I usually do a fragrance of the day, so they want to know what that is. So you got to do fun things. I usually do fragrances by what's happening at the fair. So if it's rodeo night, I do more cowboy rodeo themes. Switch it up. Sometimes I do a theme, like with the Dairy Bar is running a special on ice cream. If it's strawberry day, then my blends are strawberries. So I try to do things that are correlating with what's going on at the fairs to attract those people in. So like I said, it's all about planning and thinking about what's going down. And then as a way to upsell too. So, upsell the green tea and lemongrass spray at the fair, especially if it's hot and the flies are bothering you or the mosquitoes. You can tell them, hey, this is what you need. This is a safe mosquito repellent that you want to use while you're out there. You don't want to get all bitten by flies and mosquitoes. I have a 4-H family that comes and buy 3 to 4 bottles and use it on their steers on show day. So I always make sure I have that set aside for them, so when they come get it, that they have it ready for them. So it's all about planning and prep work and knowing your customers, just like you do for any event or any of your live shows. It's just planning and prep work. So when you upsell, you want to promote something, I don't even have it down here anymore. Oh, lotion, body lotion. The body lotion. If you see ladies, they love this body lotion spray. Even men, I do have several men customers that buy this. Upsell something else. Upsell, lotion, or upsell room sprays, add something else that they haven't tried. Hey, have you tried the room sprays? Hey, have you tried our lotion? Have you tried this? Ask them what they want so you can upsell to help with your sales. Always talk about Scent Flirt. I always talk about Scent Flirt and how to promote it and how to get more customers. Because, if you want Sapphire Awards, you need to have your Scent Flirt subscribers. So that's why you always want to upsell and promote Scent Flirt everywhere I go, so you can get Scent Flirt subscribers, because you lose some throughout the year due to different reasons. So that's why you need to continuing talking about Scent Flirt so you can get new customers. And like I said, I give out samples. To anybody new or returning customers. I have little sample bags already packaged up. And I got these here. So this is what I do. I have one of these. I usually put 2 samples in here. 2 samples, and my business card fits right in here. So if they shop with me, they get 2 extra samples. and my business card, okay? Or if they never heard of Pink Zebra, they can get this. But we also have the new sample program, okay, which I just signed up for that. I'm going to utilize this at the fair. I'm going to make a QR code. Actually, I'm going to do it with this. I'm going to sync it up to my Linktree is what I'm going to do. And because not everybody carries a purse, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sync it up to my Linktree QR code, and this way they can scan on that and sign up for this free samples coming from the home office. So I'm going to get that going too and have a special sign for that so they can sign up for free samples. You always want to, free samples or promote, share. It's all those things about upselling, know your customers, send out personal cards. Anytime someone orders with me, I always send out a personal thank you card, thanking them, appreciating them for their time, their support. Let them know that you're thinking of them. Because, I ordered from another direct sales. Did I get a thank you card? No. Did I get even a text message? No. And I see this lady all the time. So I'm like, wow. A personal text or a personal card just really does mean a lot to folks. Like you mean something. Like you actually matter to them, or they care about you and you care about them. So it works both ways. I had some customers stop by today, and she's like, "Can I have a stack of your business cards? Because people are loving what I'm using, and I'm always talking about you." You better believe I gave her a stack of business cards that she could keep and hand out. Of course, if I get referrals from her, guess what? I'm going to give her something in return, of course, for helping promote my business and sharing it, because I appreciate all that, share and promote. So working the J months means planning and prep work. Planning and prep work to make it work for you. Don't take a summer break. Just because it's summertime doesn't mean you're on vacation. I don't take my vacation until August when I'm done, because I'm exhausted working pretty much 30 days straight. 10 to 12 hour days is what it is. So August is when I take my vacation. But wind and blends start back up for me in August. So I don't do my wind and blends in June and July because I'm working my events. So there's where I take that off and then start back up in August. So hopefully I gave you guys some pointers and some hints about working the J months and helping you. I don't see any comments, so I'll go back and read the comments, and it looks like my next customer is here already, so I need to go take care of her. So, all right, ask any questions, please. Whether you put it in this post or whether you personally message me, that's fine. And I will respond back to you when I can. But I'll probably do it tonight. So, all right, hopefully I helped you all. And I will talk to you later, friends. All right, bye-bye.